So hey guys, tonight I'm going to be cooking this recipe from Home Chef, grilled pork chops with whole grain Dijon sauce. I do want to say that this is not a sponsored video. Home Chef has no idea I'm doing this. I'm going to try it out. I have no illusions of being the next pioneer woman or whatever, but I thought this might be fun. I'm a big fan of this box, and I thought I would show you how easy it is to get started. So, just going to make sure you can see what I see. I'm going to aim this down just a little bit. These are all the ingredients that we need for the recipe. Exactly how they came out of the box. There's not a lot of ingredients. It says this will take 30 to 40 minutes. So, I've already preheated my oven. There's this little before you cook thing here. So just take a minute to read through the recipe. Preheat the oven. It's preheating. Thoroughly rinse the produce and pat it dry, and prepare a baking sheet with foil. So I've done the baking sheet. Just rinse the produce. One thing I do like to do when I start these out, everything always comes in a bag that's labeled with what the recipe is. And I like to just take this bag and fold it over and use it for trash. It just makes it a little easier for me. Okay, just checking the angle here, make sure you can see. So trim the ends off the green beans and quarter the potatoes. Do that. I think I'll just start with the potatoes since they're on top. I'm going to dry these off though. We're a real meat and potatoes family here, and there are usually about 10 different meals to choose from. I would actually call it more like 8 because there's a couple vegetarian meals and we're not super interested in those. But I usually pick something like this because I know we'll like it and they're pretty easy to cook. Okay, well, the potatoes are going over here, so I'll just get them out of the way. And I grew up in the South. We would normally snap all these beans, but it looks like it wants me to just cut the ends off. And I do have a cold. I apologize. I know I sound terrible. Feeling much better now, though. It's just one of those things that kind of hangs on forever. Okay. And who knows, if people watch this video, maybe I'll do lots more. And like I said, I don't really have any ambitions of being on the Food Network or anything. But I do think it's fun to review things. And I've started liking Home Chef, and maybe if you like Home Chef, oh, and see what I did? There's the Southern Girl coming out. Well, I have to roast these in a little bit, so that'll be a little more of a challenge. But that's what I get for talking. If you decide that you want to sign up for Home Chef, this is a pretty good example of a standard meal from them. And if you click on the link that's below the video, which is my affiliate link, you'll get $30 off your first box. So you'll end up getting 3 meals for $30, and I'll also get $30 credit, and then I can make more videos. So how does that sound? Good plan. My husband's going to walk in a minute and ask me what I'm doing. Yes, I'm cutting the ends off of green beans. 3 at a time. Tell you what, I'm going to pause the video because you don't need to watch me do this. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here we go. Just catching up a little bit. Trimmed the ends off the green beans, 1/4 of the potatoes. I'm supposed to stem half of the time. Left time. And it's pretty easy to stem. We used to do these to things when we were kids, right? Like those little pieces of grass that look a little bit like wheat that are in your yard. Same thing. Just pull all the little leaves off. Okay, good enough. Leaving remaining sprigs whole. Rinse the pork chops, pat them dry. I did that. Season both sides with salt and pepper. I usually go a little light on the pepper because I'm not a huge fan, but I know it needs to be there. Okay. Roast the potatoes on a prepared sheet. Toss with 1 teaspoon olive oil, whole thyme sprigs, salt, and pepper. So I'm just going to separate these. And I do have my grill pan heating up over here because I want to get a nice sear on the pork chops. How much olive oil? A teaspoon, so about that much. We're just making it up as we go on. And my oven is already preheated, so they go in for 23 to 28 minutes. I always have a lot of different timers around. I have 3 timers up here right now, so I'm going to set this for 25. And reset it by accident. Okay, 25. So, okay. While the potatoes roast, make the vinaigrette. Okay. Here's my bowl for the vinaigrette. Come on, the apple cider vinegar. Just checking your camera angle here. The grainy mustard. And wow, that is grainy. My husband's going to love this. Smells good. Brown sugar. Always have a good set of kitchen shears and a crappy set of kitchen shears that I can use for things like opening a package and, you know, dropping everything into the bowl, because I'm cool like that. Green mustard. So I add 2 tablespoons of olive oil while whisking. Well, I happen to know that my metal whisk is in the dishwasher, so you can measure your tablespoons if you want. I'm just going to play it by ear. and a 1/4 teaspoon salt and a pinch of pepper. Pinch. You know, baking is science and cooking is not, so I'm not being real particular here. Grill the pork chops. Yeah, it's getting nice and hot. Rub the pork chops with 1 teaspoon olive oil and add to the grill. Okay. Guessing on both sides. This is the part where I open the door, so I don't set off the fire alarm. Okay, and those are going to grill 5 to 6 minutes aside. So guess what? Different timer. I'll check that in 5 minutes. In fact, I'm going to cook those on both sides and check back with you, so I'll pause the video while I do this. It's going to be some dead time here. Be right back. Okay, so we're back, and the timer has gone off for the pork. You can take the temperature of it, but I can tell by the way the pork feels that it's done. Leaving in this on because we cook the green beans in here next. And also while you were gone, I remembered that I left the thyme we pulled off of the stems needed to go in the vinaigrette, so I threw that in there. Okay, just checking on the potatoes. 11 minutes left on those. It's very smoky in here. It always happens. We don't have a very good hood. Okay, toss the green beans with 1 teaspoon olive oil and a pinch of salt and pepper in a medium mixing bowl. Okay, well, I'm going to use a paper plate, so you can say what you want about that. And if you do enjoy the video, keep in mind, I don't make any money for doing this. I'm doing it for fun. So if you enjoy it, I'd kind of like to know. Just leave me a comment, and then I'll know that don't do this, you're stupid. Or do it some more, and maybe I'll watch. I'm sure you can see. I moved you a little closer while you were gone. I'm just going to turn this down a little. Okay. Place the green beans on the hot grill and cook, turning occasionally until lightly charred 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Also unloaded the dishwasher while you were gone. That was very industrious. I'm one of those clean as you go people, so I cleaned up the colander and washed to the knife, and I'm just going to set a timer so I don't forget. Very timer oriented. I set it for 4. Get rid of the paper plate. And, you know, it didn't tell me to do this, but I think I'll check on the potatoes and turn them. Looking good. Definitely not ready, but getting close. But see, isn't this easy? And you know, the two of us couldn't eat out for $10, and it definitely wouldn't be this quality of food. Seems like... Oh yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to put a tablespoon of vinaigrette on top of each pork chop right now. You can do that. I'll turn this around so you can see it better. Yep, there you go. Hello, little pork chops. My husband loves mustard. Okay, you guys rest. Give a jumper. I don't think I've ever grilled green beans before, but I think it'll taste really good, especially because it has all, you know, the pork chop stuff in there still. Like the essence of the pork chop. And especially since I've been sick, I definitely need my timers. Just a little out of it. So the timer on the green beans has gone off, and the next step is to plate the dishes. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, even though it'll be a couple more minutes on potatoes. I'm trying to give him some of the crunchier ones, and I'm going to take these down the bottom that are like cooked to death, because he likes them crunchy, and I'm from the South, and we cook them to death in the South. Turn that off. Asparagus would have been good with this too. We love grilled asparagus. But I think you can agree, this has been really easy. So for right now, I'm just going to put this in the oven to get rid of it. Three minutes left on the potatoes. So the timer beeped on the potatoes, and I pulled them out, but I don't think they're quite there. And you know, this goes in pretty easily, but it kind of, it just needs 5 more minutes, I think. So I'm just going to turn them over again. Some of them are sticking, and yes, I'm using a fondue fork, because that's what was there when I reached in. So we'll go 5 more minutes. I tasted the green beans. They're good. I like them. They did need more salt, so I added some salt. Okay. That should have done it. It's so hot. There's just nothing worse than an undercooked potato. Yeah, it is much better. Yep, we're good. I did cover up the pork chops with some foil. So, plating the plates. Let's see, we're not supposed to serve the thyme stems. I'm really not sure that they did a whole lot, but hey, we'll see. I hope I can taste it. And let's see, I wanted to give him this pork chop because he likes the white. This one is kind of a half and half, and I'm cool with that. And then more vinaigrette. And we're done. I hope this didn't bore you to tears, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video. And a live demo of Home Chef. Thanks for watching.